All right, at this time, I'd like to bring up the unprecedented backbone of this Arangetram, Vandana Auntie and Shreyas Kaka. Please, a huge round of applause for the Shah family.
Hello, everybody. I hope you've all been enjoying this performance. You've been such a wonderful audience. We truly appreciate it. For the past few months, I've envisioned myself standing here in front of all of you because in my mind, it meant that this whole process was almost over. Because although this is a solo performance, Shanti would be the first one to tell you that she did not get to this point on her own. When she decided to do her Arangetam, it was a commitment made by our whole family. Between rehearsals, photo shoot, alterations, and making all the arrangements that you see, there was a lot that went into preparing for today. Shreyas and Prema did not see us much at all. To my husband, Shreyas, thank you for designing Shanti's invitation, brochure, and photo book. You did an awesome, phenomenal job. And Prema, I honestly could not have gotten through Orchestra Week without you. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. You had to get used to spending time alone, but the good news is, I'll be back. There are so many people that I want to thank, but firstly, I would like to thank God for giving Shanti the strength to take on such a huge endeavor. Sudhaji for never giving up on her. My mother-in-law for instilling a love of dance in Shanti. I would love to thank my in-laws for making the trip. I know they don't travel anymore, but they made a special trip from Florida just to see her, and we truly appreciate it. My parents, my mom called every day to check in and see how Shanti was doing. My brother, Ashish, I know this has been a tough year for you, but I want you to know that you're always being there for me has been a constant source of strength and support in my life, and I can't thank you enough. I am a firm believer that God always sends people into your life for a reason, never by coincidence. On that note, there are two very special people that I would like to thank. My neighbor and friend, Lata Gagadia. I cannot thank you enough for your help with Shanti's costume alterations and just listening to me vent. Your support and willingness to help me at a moment's notice has been so invaluable to us, and I thank you for so very much. Many of you may not be aware, but in the beginning of May, Shanti suffered a knee injury. She woke up one morning and her knee was completely swollen. After a few days, the swelling still did not reduce, and we ended up taking her to urgent care on Mother's Day. X-rays showed that nothing was broken, but advised us to get an MRI. Orthopedic gave her a brace, and the MRI came out clean. While all of this cost her a critical month of practice, we contemplated possibly canceling this event. Sudhaji's support was unwavering, and she was strongly advised me to see her yoga guru. Barulben, Parikh, I know you're out there. I love you wherever you are. I can't thank you. Thank you doesn't seem enough, but that's all I have. Your hands are magical, and Shanti nor I would be standing here today without you. Your warm smile and your friendly demeanor were so incredibly comforting to Shanti and I. It was indeed exactly what the doctor had ordered. You worked patiently with her, and both she and I are incredibly grateful. Our meeting was the beginning of a lifelong friendship. You are truly incredible. To all our family and our friends, near and far, I know there's so many of you that have traveled. Shreya Bobby, who traveled all the way from India just to make sure that she caught this Arangetam. Thank you. Alok and Mona and Vikram and Devanshi that traveled from Rochester, we thank you. And all of my family that traveled from Queens, all our friends from Brooklyn and beyond, we thank you so very dearly for coming to this day and making our event even more special. I'd like to thank the orchestra. I'd like to thank our wonderful MC for the evening, Isha. Thank you so much for all you have done, selflessly giving of your time and offering your guidance and support. And finally, to the star of the show, Shanti, I am so incredibly proud of all you have accomplished this year. Junior year is challenging enough with AP classes and SATs, but add to that the vigorous training for your Arangetram, and you have just experienced one of the most stressful years of your life. I know it has been a long road getting here, but I am so incredibly proud of your determination and dedication. You will look back on this experience one day and be thankful because you have tested yourself mentally and physically and come out a stronger person. It's been a long program, and we do thank you for being such a wonderful audience. And I'm going to hand it over to my husband, Shreyas.
Thank you. I'm probably not going to be as eloquent as Vandana has been, but I'll try my best. So I just want to start off by mentioning one thing. If you think these speeches are a bit long and kind of getting in the way of the program, it's to give Shanti a bit of a break and let her change, okay? So it's all for a purpose. So just to say a few words, similar to many other parents, we didn't start off with today's occasion being a goal. Frankly, if you asked me about 10, 12 years ago, I couldn't tell you what an Arangetram was. We simply wanted to expose our daughters to a variety of things and see what piqued their interest. I wouldn't say we have been a family very involved in the arts. I think we're probably average at most in terms of understanding and appreciating it. And we've always been, at best, been able to enjoy it from a distance. So we didn't really have much to offer to help her develop an appreciation for it. Early on, it was clear, though, that Shanti had a natural connection to dance, and a passion was formed when she started her dance instruction with her very first instructor, Sutta Popol. While her dance instructor ultimately moved back to India, Shanti's love for dance helped her continue, and eventually she joined the Kalanjali school with Sudhaji, where she's continued for the last 7 years. While we're all very proud of her graceful dance moves and facial expressions, there is so much more for me as a father to be proud of. I've seen Shanti blossom into a young woman with poise, confidence, determination, and the ability to overcome challenges to achieve today's goal. Despite her nervousness of performing in front of a large audience, fear of making mistakes, physical exhaustion from years of intense practice, she has persevered and has truly earned her right to ascend the stage as she has done today. Before I finish, I wanted to say just a few other things. More than any individual dance move, I can see she is prepared to face all of life's ups and downs, and for that, I'm truly thankful to her instructor, Sudhaji, and of course, her mom. While we have many people to thank, today would not be possible without her dedication, hours of driving back and forth to practice. Early mornings, late nights, and dealing with the moods, physical stresses, all while managing all of her other responsibilities, including as a Girl Scout troop leader, which I can tell you is not for the faint of heart. She seems to always know when to be stern or when to soothe, always encouraging and supporting, and sometimes, yes, shouting. When I see Shanti succeed in this major achievement, I need not look far to see how or why she's been able to do it. Shanti, we're all really very proud of you. Thank you.
Before we continue with the program, there are a few tokens of appreciation that Shanti and the Shah family would like to give as felicitation. Once again, we have our orchestra. Srimati Neela Ramanujan. This Arangetram would not have been the same without Srimati Neela's beautiful voice. The mesmerizing depth she's added to all of Shanti's items is amazing. Please, a round of applause for Srimati Neela. The mridangam is arguably the most important instrument for a Bharatanatyam dancer, and the sheer amount of talent and knowledge that Ravi Shankar sir imparts to our dancers is immense, giving them a new understanding of talam. Please, Ravi Shankar sir. The overwhelming depth of Shankti's Sancharis in her Varnam as well as in her Padams could only have been included with A.P. Krishna Prasad's exquisite flute. The way he played during Varnam was amazing, and you can see the true impact he has on Shanti's Abhinaya. All the sound effects and other instruments played by Vidwan Arun Kumar sir truly complete the Arangetram. The amount of drama that is played up during Shanti's portrayal of Shiva or the intensity of her Draupadi scene are all thanks to his talent on the rhythm pads. Shanti, I just want to say you look absolutely beautiful tonight. And while most of that is good genes, tonight it is because of Srimati Kala Gangadharan, who's worked backstage all night with Shanti's hair, makeup, and costumes. All the decorations inside the auditorium and outside are courtesy of Gauri Chaudhary of Gauri Decor. We would also like to call up Radha from the Help Foundation to accept a donation on behalf of the Shah family.
There's, of course, one person that we can't let tonight go without thanking sincerely from the bottom of our hearts, our wonderful MC tonight, Isha Chaudhary. Please give it up for her. No, that's for Siddhanta. You can do that.
Finally, I'd like to introduce the mastermind of this Arangetram, Srimati Sudha Shekhar Devlupalli. Guru Sudha Shekhar Devlupalli began her training in Bharatnatyam and Kathak in Jamshedpur, Bihar, and completed her Arangetram under Srimati Sumati Kaushal. She has received diplomas in both Kathak and Bharatnatyam from Prayag University in Allahabad. During her stay in Chennai, she received further training from renowned artist Padma Shri Kalaimani Adayar K. Lakshman and continued to explore creative dance techniques and choreography under the late Dr. K. Uma Ramarao of Hyderabad. Siddhanti has performed in India and abroad before settling down to teach in New Jersey since 1989. A person of great talent, passion, and dedication towards the ancient arts, Siddhanti started a dance school, Galanjali School of Dance, in 1997 to provide a platform for young students to learn. She has seen more than 50 students complete her Arangetram under her tutelage. Aunty's relentless pursuit of perfection has resulted in many awards from prestigious competitions throughout North America. She truly believes that classical dance is the road to spirituality and imparts that to each of her students. In 2003, Galanjali School of Dance was recognized by the New Jersey Arts Council and the Middlesex County of Cultural and Heritage Commission. Galanjali has also performed for fundraising events such as March of Dimes and Softkins. Additionally, Galanjali students have the opportunity to take dance exams in their respective levels through Samved and the Gandharva Mahavidyalaya, with several students currently holding diplomas in Bharatnatyam. In 2009, Siddhanti had the opportunity to give a Bharatnatyam seminar at the Mason Gross School of Performing Arts at Rutgers University. She has also choreographed beautiful dance dramas such as Padmavati Kalyanam, Jayadeva's Dashavataram, Panchali Shaptam, Mirake Giridhar, Four Seasons, Trinetra, Sita Svayamvaram, Leo Delabey's Lakme at Rutgers, and most recently, Vandeham Krishna. Obviously a huge creative talent and the force behind Shanti and all the girls at Kalanjali. Please give it up for Guru Sudha Shekhar Devalupalli.
Thank you, Isha, for that wonderful remarks about me. Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram, everyone, and good evening. I thank God for this successful Arangetram of Shanti Shah and the 2018 Arangetram season. With Shanti, I conclude my 7th Arangetram this year, unusually high volume, because almost 6 girls are graduating and they're going off to college. So 10 girls have graduated with honors and flying colors due to the grace and blessings of the Almighty, my gurus, my mother, Kamakshi Aramali. I also thank my family and Kalanjali family for showing their full support for all the Arangetrams. I thank you, audience, for coming in such large numbers on a beautiful Sunday evening from far and near. You know that it takes a real appreciation for Bharatnatyam to sit through an entire Varnam performance, which today Shanti performed non-stop for 45 minutes. My association with Vandana and Shreyas ji started 7 years ago. Vandana came to me as a very anxious mother with a desire for Shanti and Prema to learn Bharatnatyam. I realized then that Vandana is a no-nonsense person. So I told her, okay, please try, and if you think they like it, then please continue. Down the road, my little Prema dropped off, but Shanti continued her journey with me. Vandana is a very committed mother. I say so because Shanti belonged to a batch that picked 8:30 a.m. slot on Saturday morning to have their class. Most of you know that Shanti lives an hour away from South Brunswick, but that did not deter our dear Vandana. She would be there even before me by 8:20 a.m. I really am throwing a challenge. Her record of her regularity and punctuality, I'm going to see in future if anybody could break it. Vandana also took up the responsibility of managing the 8:30 a.m. group, which she did with so much commitment and efficiency. A lady of very strong principles and an obsessive planner helped me streamline the log sheets for payments, student, teacher, hours, etc., and many things. She also helped me in various areas during our annual recital Nrityamala. Thank you, Vandana. We will definitely miss you and your support, and I hope whenever I'm in need, you are a phone call away and you will respond. Yes, this past year I've gotten close to her. She picked the 7 a.m. time as one of the classes for Shanti on Saturdays. Before I would wheel in with my car, Vandana would be there with a nice cup of coffee and breakfast for me. Such is the love and concern of Vandana for me. What I really admire about her is her simplicity, honesty, and her love for her daughters and her mother-in-law. I know, Vandana, you want Monday to come. Monday is almost there. Another 12 hours, the most desired Monday will be here. But let me tell you, along that line, you have gifted your daughter one of the truest and the beautiful art forms, Bharatnatyam, which I'm sure will be again handed down to many generations in your family. This divine art, I'm sure, has taught Shanti our true rich heritage and mythology. So tomorrow when you wake up and it's Monday morning, I'm sure you'll have a bit of sadness in your heart and you say, gee, I wish Prema could do it. I'm not marketing, please. I was simply taken aback when Vandana and Shanti approached me and expressed their desire to perform this Arangetram. I was indeed a bit hesitant, considering that Shanti was in 11th grade and also could have done with one more year of solid training. But Shanti's desire to do it for her ba or her grandmother, I have to tell it, ba, I cannot hide, I'm sorry, on the occasion of her birthday. Dadi, sorry. I'm sorry, my Gujarati is bad. Dadi. So happy birthday, Auntie and Dadi. May God shower all his blessings for you for a great health, happiness, and lots of great time with your grandchildren. Happy birthday. Congratulations, Vandana and Shreyas Bhai. Shreyas Bhai, I have not interacted much with you, but I know a little about you through Shanti. She always talks about how hardworking you are and how successful you are and how you take them on these lovely exotic vacations and how chilled out you are compared to her mom, to the mom, who is such a great planner. She came in one day very excited and told me about your promotion at Goldman. Thank you. Congratulations from Shekhar and me. Shanti is very fond of her grandmothers and thinks the world of them, especially her Florida Dadi, who it seems has sown the seed of spirituality and love for dance in Shanti at a very young age. This Arangetram is not about Shanti proving her dancing skills with glitz and glamour, but a humble gift at the feet of her Dadi for her birthday, from the bottom of her heart. Such is the divinity of this innocent child, which has won not only my heart, but the hearts of Neela, Arun, Krishna, Ram, and the entire Kalanjali. Coming from a non-musical and dance background and no exposure to Indian arts or mythology, this Arangetram was a huge challenge for Shanti. It takes almost 10 years to be ready for an Arangetram of this nature. But dear Shanti took this as a challenge and very patiently, diligently learned everything with a lot of passion and love for her Guru. Today she has made me very proud and humbled. I will truly miss that innocent face and a beautiful girl inside and outside from tomorrow. She has never expressed her frustration or tiredness in any of her practices, but silently bore everything with a smile. God bless you, Shanti. Shanti, hope you will cherish the wealth of our rich Indian mythology for years to come and the beautiful heritage that our land, India, has to offer. And I hope you hand it down to generations in your family. Let this humility, discipline, innocence, and diligence lead you to a very, very successful career ahead. Shekhar uncle and I wish you all the best for your future endeavors, and may God bless you always. Kalanjali School of Dance presents this Merit Award to Shanti Shah on the occasion of her Arangetram, July 22nd, 2018, for successfully completing the Bharatanatyam course with hard work, discipline, and dedication. Sudha Shekhar Devalapalli, Artistic Director. My gorgeous Isha, you rocked. You inspired Shanti during your Arangetram. Wonderful job. God bless you, beta. You did a wonderful job as an MC. Thank you. One more item and we are done.
So it's So it's been a wonderful evening, and I know you're all waiting for her to speak. For a while, I was wondering how I could possibly introduce Shanti to an audience of her friends and family. All I can do is tell you what you must already know, that Shanti is dedicated and graceful, not just as a dancer, but as a person. And judging by your applause over the evening, she's proven that to you 1,000 times over. Without further ado, the star of today's event, Shanti Shah.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight to support me and watch me do all of these items. You must be exhausted, and I know that because I've sat in your seats and you would just want to sleep, I know. There are a lot of people I have to thank for getting me here, but as I learned doing Namaste with Sudhanti, it's always God, Guru, parents. So that's the order I'll start with. First, to God. I've never considered myself a very religious person, but after so many classes with Sudhanti, learning about different Hindu gods and goddesses and all of their stories, I think only the power of God could have blessed me with the strength to do this. So thank you to God for giving me everything I needed to achieve this monumental honor. Next, my guru, Sudhanti. She has helped me get so far in life and pushed me past boundaries I didn't know were passable. After my first Bharatanatyam teacher, Suthapanti, left for India, I went to another teacher who caused my passion for dance to come to a crashing halt. I quit after that. I didn't dance for a few years. I felt that it wasn't meant for me. But my mom was persistent, and she took me to Sudhanti. I liked her from the beginning. She put me in a beginner's class because I didn't remember any of the steps I had learned in the past. But as I began to relearn the steps, it started coming back to me, and Sudhanti put me in more advanced classes. Fast forward a little time, and I was pretty sure Sudhanti hated me. I'm not even kidding. She would yell at me a lot, sometimes and most frequently more than the other girls in the class. I wanted to quit, and I would get into arguments with my parents over it. But Sudhanti said that she wouldn't allow me to quit. She told my mom she was out of her mind if she thought that I could quit, especially after everything I had been through. It was at that point that I realized that Sudhanti didn't hate me. She simply saw the most potential in me. Potential that I should point out I had never seen in myself. Even standing on stage right now, I wouldn't call myself an amazing dancer. I would call myself the student of an amazing teacher. Anyone who knows Sudhanti knows that one of her most famous mottos is that if there is a will, there is a way. And no person has showcased that more than her. It's been a hard year for Sudhanti with many challenges that surely could have caused her to give up. But she didn't. She always found a way to get through it. Sudhanti is one of the strongest women I know, and it has been an honor to be her student. Thank you, Sudhanti, for not only the lessons you've taught me about dance, but the lessons you've taught me about life. Next, my parents, the two people who raised me to be the person I am today. As amazing as the English language is, I genuinely feel like there aren't great enough words to describe the amazing, selfless, beautiful people that I am lucky enough to call my parents. Although I am the one performing on stage, my parents did all the behind-the-scenes work to make sure this night ran smoothly. Not only that, but they have loved and supported me since day one. My mom is the person that never fails to ask how my day was or what I want for dinner. She can always tell what I'm thinking or how I'm feeling, which can be kind of annoying sometimes, but I love her for it anyway. She is the best chef the world has ever known, and in my very non-biased opinion, she also wins the award for Best Mom. Thank you, Mommy, for driving me at 6 o'clock in the morning every Saturday to dance, and to all of my other classes, and for letting me sleep in the car. Also, thank you for massaging my aching feet after I had practiced all day. My dad is less emotional, even though he cried today, which never happens, but still loving all the same. He's my go-to tech guy, my snorkeling partner, my football buddy, and the one who taught me how to play darts. I still suck, but at least he tried. He also plans the most amazing vacations and is a living example of how hard work really does pay off. Thank you, Daddy, for designing my invitations, brochure, and photo album. I love you both so much. Now, I know Prema is probably sitting in the audience wondering when I'm finally going to talk about her, considering she is my most favorite person in the entire world. My younger sister is one of the coolest, funniest, sassiest, and most creative people you will ever meet. She is absolutely beautiful inside and out. And anyone who has siblings knows that even though they drive you crazy, you still love them and would do anything for them. I love you endlessly, Prema. Next, I would like to thank my grandparents. Thank you, Dadi and Dada and Ba and Dada. You all make the world a better place, and it's an honor to be your granddaughter. I hope I have made you all proud. Also, happy 75th birthday, Dadi. I hope you enjoyed your birthday present, because I'm not getting you anything else. I would also like to thank all of my family and close family friends who came out tonight. I love you all so much. On to my best friends, Ashley and Sienna. Ashley and I don't even go to the same school anymore, but we made it a point to stay in touch and hang out. Thanks, Ashley, for listening to my 1,000,001 stress rants and also for introducing me to Riverdale. Sienna, thank you for being there for me always. I love our deep conversations, our crazy conversations, and every moment in between. You two have been my rocks this year, and I can't thank you enough for that. You all are incredible people, and I'd like to thank you all for coming out and supporting me. And I'd also like to thank all of my teachers who have inspired me to work harder and prepare even more. Now, I can't forget to thank some amazing people who have made tonight really special. I would like to thank all of the members of this amazing orchestra for practicing with me and for performing such amazing songs for me to dance to. I'd also like to thank Galanti for making me look and feel beautiful. Thank you for helping me with my backstage nerves and making eyeliner and nose rings not so scary. I also have to give a special thank you to Paralanti. About 2 months before this night, I hurt my knee, and I was scared I'd have to cancel my performance. But Paralanti did those amazing ultrasound massages and worked on exercises with me to get me back to dance and back on track. Thank you, Paralanti, for making sure that all of my hard work would not be a waste. Also, can we give it up for amazing MC? Isha Didi not only has MC'd this night amazingly, she has also helped me so much with practicing my items, giving me expert tips, and overall just being an amazing person to talk to about everything. Thank you so much, Isha Didi. Now, I cannot forget to thank my amazing neighbor, who is a member of my family at this point. Lata Auntie, thank you so much for always coming over to help tailor my costumes and take all my measurements, and even coming over at 11 o'clock at night just to make sure that everything fit right. You've gone above and beyond, and I'm so grateful for you and everything you have done for us. We owe you a lot. Finally, I would like to thank myself. I know this sounds crazy, but I am glad I went on this journey. I learned a lot about myself. I started eating healthier and working out thanks to the Max of Marlborough, and I learned that my biggest challenge was not the dances I was learning or the endurance I needed or even the bhavam, but rather myself and my mind. I gained a bit more confidence in myself on this Arangitham journey because I needed to in order to do this. I put myself in a difficult position, but I made it, and I'm proud of myself. Thank you all again for coming, and I hope you've enjoyed yourselves thus far. I have one last dance at a Mangalam, and then I invite you all to stay for dinner and take some pictures with me.